So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to apply modal interchange parsing specifically to gospel songs. So let's get started. Let's be in the key of C, C major. One interesting pattern for modal interchange parsing is this, and we are going to be applying this to major chord functions. One of the major chord functions we have in the key of C is G major, okay, being the 5 of C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G major. The pattern is this. We're going to go a half step from G, which is in this case A flat, we'll play a major 7, and then we'll add one more chord. We'll go a whole step from A flat to now B flats and play a major 6th. We can add a toe in there, and then we'll resolve back to G. Okay, so it's this. All right. Okay, we'll try this in the song. Amazing grace, sweet. Yeah. Or we could just even have the A flat, major 7. Maybe you can add a 2 there. Of course, we can add extensions. And resolve that to the 5. Okay? We'll try the song Blessed Assurance. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Yeah. Head of sorrow. We can structure that pattern differently by moving backwards with the progression. So what we are going to play now is B flat major 6, then A flat major 7, and then we'll play G, resolving to G major. Okay, so okay, when peace like a now we can take those patterns and apply to other major chord functions. For example, we can have A major passing to the 2, right? It carries a secondary dominant concept, okay? The secondary dominant pattern. So what we can do is, this is A major. We'll go a half step above A, B flat, so we'll play B flat major 7. Then we'll play C major 6th, and then resolve to A major before we pass. Okay, we'll try this song for context. Trust and obey. There is no other way to be happy in Jesus. Now there are many other major chord functions we can apply this specific pattern to. If you like this kind of pattern, you can go to my website to access the full course. Now let's try an advanced pattern. This is quite advanced, so heads up. We're going to take a chord quality and we're going to move it through the cycle of fifths or the cycle of fourths, depending on which way you're going anyways. The chord quality we are using is the major 7th in this instance. We'll start from D flat, we'll move up the cycle of fifth till we get home. So count with me. D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C. So we are home. Rest. So it's D flat, A flat, E flat, B flat, F, C. Meaning we'll play with the chord quality. So D flat major 7 to A flat major 7 to E flat major 7 to B flat major 7 to F major 7 and home. And of course, we're not going to play it in that way. We're going to structure it to become better and stuff like that. We can add extensions, but that is the pattern, and that's why I say this is quite advanced. So, yeah. So let's look at a pattern. I'm going to use this song for context, maybe to end the song, but you can have fun with this. Father Bible tells me so. Okay, so instead of ending on 1, we're going to use that pattern and then come to C major. So, for the Bible tells me so. Okay, so what did I do? D flat major 7. I'm using extensions, trying to restructure the chords. This is A flat, representing A flat major 7, believe me. Okay, and then E flat major 7, I would have done that. But yeah, the first chord quality is the major triad before you add the 7th. Okay, so you can just take out the 7th and just have a major chord. You could replace with other extensions and stuff like that, but I don't want to go into much detail because this is going to be a very long video. I have a full course for this on my website. You can check that out if you have the time. But anyways, we did D flats, A flats, E flats, B flats, and then F. Now on F, I decided to use a minor out of done. This. Okay. Like that before I go. All right, basically my choice. Okay, we can also use other chord qualities. So this is just one chord quality. Okay, we can use other chord qualities. We can exchange with other chord qualities. We can, randomize other chord qualities. Maybe we'll try with the dominants and we'll see. Let's just see. So, let's look at another way we can structure this, because I want you guys to be creative with this. You take this pattern and make up different chord structures. So, for the Bible tells me so. Okay, so D flat major 7, I'm going to go to A flat major 7. I can see it now, is well defined. Okay, so maybe I should do this down. So D flat major 7, I'm adding the 9th there. A flat major 7, I'm adding the 13th there. E flat major 7, I'm adding the 9th. That's just it. B flats. Can't make it on the major 7, but I just want to play a major 6 there. F, I'm adding the 9th as well, and then back home. Okay, for the Bible tells me so. Okay, let's rush through this. We try that same pattern with the dominant 7th. So instead of playing D flat major 7, A flat major 7, E flat major 7, B flat major 7, F major 7, simply swap the major 7 for a dominant 7. So we're going to play D flat dominant 7, A flat dominant 7, E flat dominant 7, B flat dominant 7, F dominant 7, back to C. Now remember, we can shuffle. There are other chord qualities we can introduce, like the diminished 7, you have diminished and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into that, okay? Let me just show you using the dominant 7th. So, for the Bible tells me so. That's a good pattern there. That's a good pattern. Okay, I didn't even do much, just basic dominant 7 chords. Of course, you can use altered chords, which is another conversation. You see where this is going? This is too much. Anyways, I did D flats, dominant 7. You can see there, I'm just adding the 9th there. And then A flats, dominant 7. I'm just adding the 13th. Okay, no 5. So I'm making changes to these chords. Then E flats, adding the 13th and the 9th. Ooh, yeah, I'm adding the 9th and the sharp 11 on that B flat dominant. I had that sus4, I could maybe have done. Yeah. I have a sus4 dominant. Okay, so we have yeah. I won't say more than this. Happy practicing.